Now on CoastTV News.
We saw the heavy rain with storms overnight, and they're gone now, but more showers to come and cooler into the weekend. Unfortunately, looking like some rain for Mother's Day. I'll track it on FutureCast coming up next.
School is back in session after a scare in Laurel yesterday, where the investigation stands after a bomb threat was made. Talks continue about plans for a new hotel in Rehoboth Beach, where those plans stand after a meeting yesterday. Paused. That's how officials are describing negotiations for a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel. The latest on potential hostage release and what President Biden is saying.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, May 10th, 2024. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm Paige Marley. We begin this hour with weather because it feels like it's a little all over the place. Maybe you woke up from the thunder last night. Maybe you slept through it. No rain. Well, I should say no heavy rain right now, Bob, but don't be surprised if you see a little rain today.
Yeah, I wish I could have slept through it, Paige. I drove through it. Yeah, that was crazy with the pounding rain and the vivid lightning out there. And it is thankfully gone now. But what a shot of lightning. What a light show overnight with that heavy rain. But now we're looking at mostly cloudy skies. So the storms are gone. But we're not done with the rain and the cool weather as the clouds are hanging around. And we're still seeing showers off to our north and west. And eventually these showers, some of these move back in as we have a chilly flow coming out of the east, high pressure to the north and low pressure to the south. Temperatures out the door right now into the mid-50s, 55 in Georgetown, Bethany Beach 55, and the wind starting to come off the ocean. So it's going to be a chilly day. Here's FutureCast. Early on, we're looking at mid-50s. Grab that heavier jacket out the door. It's going to feel colder with an easterly wind, and temperatures hardly move all day. They're steady in the mid-50s. In fact, falling into the low 50s for this evening. Your UV index brought to us by Ocean City. It's moderate. It's a 3. So burn time is 45 minutes. So we've got some days where we're low, at least in the moderate range, like Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday. But then we're in the very high range Saturday and Monday. So take care in the sun on those days.
All right, will do, Bob. Thank you. This morning, students of the Laurel School District will return to classes after a bomb threat yesterday. According to the Laurel Police Department, the whole thing has been ruled a hoax or a prank. But before that was determined, students and staff were evacuated to the football field. Because it took a few hours to determine that it was in fact a hoax, all practices and after-school activities were canceled. But now, according to the district, school will be held as normal today, and this is still an active investigation. This morning, police are still searching for one suspect after 3 others were arrested after a shooting in Ellendale early Wednesday morning. According to police, 20-year-old Isaiah Eunice and 2 17-year-olds have been arrested. Detectives are still looking for 21-year-old Marcus Eunice. According to police, it was around 12:30 a.m. Wednesday. A gray SUV pulled up to a house on South Old State Road in Ellendale. Shots were fired during an argument with people in the backyard of the home, injuring a woman and causing property damage. The proposed Bellhaven Hotel in Rehoboth Beach has been talked about for years now. And the Papa John family, that's the group looking to get this hotel built, says it's a legacy project for their family. Both the developers and the city's planning commission went head-to-head Thursday on the new addition. And now the hotel we're talking about, it is massive. We're talking over 114,000 square feet, 92 rooms, 4 stories, and an underground parking garage. It would all go right on Rehoboth Avenue, above the current Candy Kitchen location on the boardwalk. At the meeting, commissioners talked a lot about a proposed loading zone for the hotel, and they broke down the logistics of the developer's current site plans. Nothing's been decided just yet. There is still an opportunity for you to give your input, and there is a public hearing expected to be scheduled sometime next month. In Maryland, Governor Wes Moore signed what's called the Fallen Heroes legislation. Senate Bill 897 and House Bill 1064 relieve the tax liability on the death benefits of families of first responders who died in the line of duty. Corporal Glenn Hilliard's widow was present for that signing. Senator Mary Beth Croza says it was necessary to eliminate the requirement of death benefits being reported as taxable income because previously families could not use the full benefit granted to them. We all know working as a first responder, especially in a town like Ocean City, it's not easy. And recently, the fire department released new data showing their already busy jobs are only getting busier. In 2022, the fire department ran 6,524 calls. But in 2023, that increased to over 7,000 calls, almost 1,000 more calls compared to the year prior. Ocean City Chief Richard Bowers says this impacts his crews.
Traffic is another stressful factor for the men and women, both responding to a call, operating at a call, because their backs are to traffic if they're out in the roadway, as an example, but then also transporting to a hospital.
The good news is Chief Bowers says more part-time employees and volunteers are on board. The department now has a therapy dog program providing comfort and relief. And we're going to stay with OC Fire right now. The department's new firehouse on 65th Street and Coastal Highway, that's under construction. There's a look at what they hope it'll look like. The facility is designed to improve operational efficiency, reduce response times, and provide improved training for firefighters. It will feature advanced safety measures like ventilated gear storage and a decontamination suite to clean off damaging chemicals from gear. Firefighters say the firehouse will serve as a central hub for quick responses and critical care, all ensuring community safety. This building is expected to be in use this fall. And this does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We're asking you, how safe do you feel with your local fire department? So this is not Ocean City specifically, I want to clarify. This is your local fire department, no matter where you live. 64% of you say you feel very safe. 26% of you say you feel somewhat safe. And unfortunately, 10% of you say you feel less safe. Okay, well, whatever you are feeling, hopefully you're feeling very safe. You can still vote. Go to coasttv.com or you can vote on our mobile app. In Delaware, a major initiative is underway to restore and protect 29 miles of bay beaches. Next week, Senator Tom Carper is set to unveil $10 million in funding for beach protection projects. This funding aims to help build storm protection systems to protect the communities along the bay. Some areas to benefit funding include Slaughter Beach and in Lewis. The $10 million will also go towards engineering design and construction of bay beach systems by the Army Corps of Engineers. Paused, that's how a source familiar with negotiations characterized the ceasefire for hostage between Israel and Hamas. CIA Director Bill Burns is back from the region where he was assisting with negotiations. Now on Capitol Hill, some GOP lawmakers are reacting to President Biden's recent comments about cutting off certain weapons to Israel. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how that decision has been met with mixed reviews.
The Biden administration standing by President Biden's warning that the U.S. will halt weapons to the Israeli military if it moves forward with a full-scale assault on Rafah.
We're currently reviewing some near-term security assistance. Specifically, we paused one shipment of weapons consisting of 1,800 2,000-pound bombs and 1,700 500-pound bombs. We've not made a final determination on how to proceed with this shipment.
Some Republicans are raising alarms.
Mr. President, if you do not change this policy, you will have destroyed the last best chance to deliver lasting stability in the Mideast for generations.
While other lawmakers support President Biden's decision and raise concerns about the 1 million Palestinians sheltering in Rafah.
Mr. President, we must now use all of our leverage to prevent the catastrophe in Gaza from becoming even worse.
Former President Trump blasted his political opponent's threat to cut off weapons to a close ally.
Well, I wouldn't do what Biden did. He just abandoned Israel.
Democrats insist the U.S. stands firmly behind Israel.
The president's doing the right thing. We want to support Israel. We want to make sure that the actions that they take to defend themselves and to stop Hamas terrorism do not involve innocent people in their lives.
Divisions over the U.S. response to the Israel-Hamas war are expected to play a key role in the decision voters make in the presidential election. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And a key concern for President Biden's re-election campaign is that voters are unhappy with how he's handling the Israel-Hamas war, and they'll stay home on Election Day. All of this comes as he'll spend his weekend along our coast. We still have a lot more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today. Coming up, nurturing native plants. We're telling you about an event to aid the local waterways in Sussex County. And open to ideas for open space. We're telling you what was discussed at a Lewis meeting that aims to make nature a focal point in the city. And Target taking its Pride merch out of some of its stores. We're telling you why the company says the events of Pride last year heavily impacted the decision. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Treat yourself to a culinary journey like no other at Benvenuto. Delaware Today named Benvenuto as a 2023 Best of Delaware Dining and Event Restaurant, where the perfect fusion of comfort, exquisite flavors, and a captivating atmosphere awaits you. Our passion for exceptional cuisine shines through every dish as we artfully combine international flavors and fresh, locally sourced ingredients. With stunning spaces and a private room for special occasions, our breathtaking Tuscan design sets the stage for an unforgettable dining experience. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
Storm season is here. Be prepared and follow these tips from Delaware Electric Cooperative. Make sure you and your family have a safe place to go in the event of a tornado or severe storm. Have an emergency kit stocked with enough food, water, and essentials for at least 3 days. And don't forget a flashlight, batteries, and weather radio. Finally, download the DEC Connect app on your mobile device to quickly report an outage. Weather can be unpredictable, but you can be prepared. Make sure you're ready when storms strike.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Every day, Washington politicians let the border crisis continue and do nothing. They fail the American people. Open border Democrats and status quo Republicans are both to blame. We need common sense leaders with the guts to get it done.
Typical D.C. politicians play politics instead of solving the problem. As governor, we fought sanctuary cities. Enough is enough. Secure the border immediately. I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message. In the Senate, I'll fight to keep our communities safe.
We're seeing windy and chilly conditions at the beach right now. Boardwalk Plaza camera is bouncing around. We've got lights blinking, 55, ocean's all churned up. It is breezy and chilly out there as we had that line of storms go through overnight. Now it's mostly cloudy behind that line. A few showers around Lewis right now. Seeing some breaks in the overcast, but eventually the clouds will fill back in as we've got low pressure spinning around, and it's going to be a damp day. Here's a golf forecast. Not so great because it is wet out there, so let's put it in the not so good category. 57, breezy and chilly with occasional showers.
So much, yeah. And I don't have any plans to go golfing today. I'm in the clear. Well, right now, scam callers, they are posing as the Worcester County Sheriff's Office, so you'll want to listen to this. According to the agency, the scammers are telling people they've missed federal jury duty, so now they must pay a fine. But remember, if you do miss jury duty, law enforcement is not going to call you and tell you that you're going to jail. They also will not ask for any payments over the phone. Heading to some traffic news now. Over in Seaford, Pearl Street between High Street and King will be closed this Saturday. We're showing you that area on your screen right now. The city saying this will be closed from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. due to the Seaford Community Garden hosting a plant sale throughout the day. If you want to stock up on some Pride merchandise for next month, you may or may not be able to get it at Target. Bloomberg is reporting the retailer will not stock LGBTQ-themed merchandise in some of its stores. That's because of the backlash it got last year for selling merchandise. That led to some decreased sales and threats to employees. Target's now reportedly planning to offer Pride-themed merchandise online and in about half of nearly 2,000 stores. Amazon Prime Video now has a new way to make you watch commercials. The e-commerce giant's going to start showing ads when you hit pause. Pause ads are now part of a new suite of interactive ad formats that Amazon unveiled Tuesday. The company also introduced shoppable carousel ads and brand trivia ads. Viewers can avoid commercials entirely by paying an additional $3 a month. Still ahead this morning, open to ideas for open space. Why one local says the idea for open space in Lewis is so important.
We're seeing a lot of low clouds on our camera in Laurel right now, and sometimes the landscape is there, other times disappearing with the clouds. We've got more showers on the way, nothing like the storms we saw last night, and chilly heading into the weekend, and more showers, unfortunately, for Mother's Day Sunday. Your forecast in 2 minutes.
AANHPI Amplified. It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
Whatever your struggle, there's hope. Call Homes for Hope to schedule your same-day appointment.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism, somewhere to smile about.
It's 6:16 on your Friday. Let's take a live look at Lewis right now. I'm hoping the sun is on its way up, Bob. Oh, that is sad.
Yeah, something on that page, but we're not seeing it there on that shot.
thinking.
Maybe some other places along the coast are seeing a page. But yeah, boy, what a round of rain and storms we had earlier on between about 1:30 and 3. The heavens opened. We saw the heavy rain and the vivid lightning and a pretty good shot of rain in a short period of time. 64 hundredths of an inch of rain in Dagsboro, Georgetown 58 hundredths, a half an inch Indian River Inlet. Laurel did pretty well. 46 hundredths were Rehoboth 42 hundredths, and a little over a third of an inch in Lewis. So good soaking, and that should keep the pollen down and help with the allergy problems for a while as we have this 4-hour replay showing the storms rolling through. Right now, it's mostly cloudy. Seeing a few showers from Milton into the Lewis area. Very, very light, and we'll see more of those showers today. And we'll see the clouds filling back in and temperatures going nowhere. You see more showers through Maryland and then heavier rain up through Long Island and much of Pennsylvania as well, as we're kind of stuck in a chilly pattern right now and kind of a cloudy one as well. 56 in Salisbury, Seaford 55, Milton 55, and temperatures pretty much steady as we go through the day as those winds are really ramping up along the coast now, 25 miles per hour, Indian River Inlet. We just saw the camera shaking there in Rehoboth, and we're looking at gusty winds, some of those moving in as well inland. Here's Futurecast this morning at 7 o'clock. We've got the winds moving in from the east, temperatures in the mid-50s, and you look at the time going by, but the temperatures don't move. Pretty much steady all day in the mid-50s, and then low 50s this evening. If you're out and about, heading out on the town, bundle up. Some light drizzle and some light rain is possible. Then we do start to break up the clouds as we go into your Saturday. So Saturday morning in the 40s, and we do have some sunshine in the morning with 50s, and tomorrow is the better of the two weekend days with lower 60s inland areas. Then we head into Mother's Day, not so good, and we're going to be seeing rounds of showers and temperatures into the 60s, but rounds of rain as we go through the day. So you definitely need the plan B for Mom. Here are the future wind gusts coming in out of the east over 25 miles per hour today, and still pretty persistent out of the east as we go into your Saturday. And as far as rainfall amounts in the next several days, we've already had a good soaking. I think we could tack on another half inch to about an inch as we go through the weekend. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. Upper 50s with the rain today. Pretty chilly into the weekend. Lower 60s Saturday and Sunday. Dry Saturday, partly cloudy. Lows in the 40s. Very chilly. Probably have to kick the heat on. And then Sunday, 61. Then we warm it up into the 70s next week. Mostly sunny Monday. But it looks like the rain is back Tuesday and Wednesday.
The sound of birds chirping at the 4th Street Preserve. It's just one example of open space in Lewis. As the city continues to grow and more land is developed, the Planning Commission's Open Space Subcommittee trying to determine how developers can extend and enhance open space on their properties. In the current city code, open space areas have to make up at least 20% of the total development property. But the question being worked out is how much of that to make active space. That's where kids can play or people can exercise. One person we spoke with says open space makes a huge difference.
It certainly has an impact on our whole community, as well as any of the wildlife that lives here. Living right next to Cape Henlopen State Park, we certainly have a diversity of wildlife that we want to keep intact.
And the Open Space Subcommittee will further discuss the definition of open space at its meeting next Thursday. Coming up on Coast TV News today, nurturing native plants, how planting these flowers around our local waterways will do more than just beautify them.
Making Mother's Day plans. Stay tuned for the cool ways to spend the holiday and the unique gifts you can find at local events this weekend.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
For me, working for a company that is so involved in the community means consistency, integrity, and it means success. My favorite part of working at Avery Hall is we're like a family. And when the client walked out and said, "You're a breath of fresh air, I love your aura," that made me feel like I educated the client and I gave them the information needed to make a logical decision. I'm Tracy Jones, Account Executive with Avery Hall Insurance.
Discover the lodges of coastal Delaware, featuring 2 exceptional communities with one goal: life your way. The life at the Lodge at Truett Homestead is like being on vacation every day, featuring worry-free independent living and unparalleled amenities with the convenience of a monthly rental community. Moving right down the road, experience refreshing coastal living at the Lodge at Historic Lewis, offering independent living, assisted living, and our Compass Memory Care program. Engage in vibrant activities, build lasting connections, and savor each moment. Visit our website or call today to learn how to make the Lodge lifestyle yours.
Are you having one of those days where everything that can go wrong does? Meet Preston, a normal guy with extraordinary bad luck. This is where the law office trap nickel steps in. We've got your back, even when you fall on it. Our skilled personal injury team is committed to defending your rights and converting adversity into significant compensation. Don't hesitate. Get the justice you deserve. The law office of Trap Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
In Sussex County, Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply has the parts you need. Powered by over 30,000 square feet of inventory at brass sales and an amazingly knowledgeable staff, we offer plumbing, electrical, windows, doors, tubs, showers, and even roofing and skirting for your manufactured home. Plus an extensive selection of parts and supplies for your RV no matter the class, size, or style. Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply in Long Neck, Delaware. Your home improvement superstore for all your manufactured housing and RV needs.
This field in front of the Stokely Center in Georgetown will soon be filled with native wildflowers. The wildflowers will act as a filter for runoff into nearby waterways. Thousands of wildflowers will be planted in several locations around the grounds of the center in a volunteer event hosted by the Center for the Inland Bays and the Georgetown Public Library.
We're going to be at the Stokely Center from 10 to 1 on Saturday, and you can come join us. We are partnering with the Georgetown Library, so this will be one of the first events that we do that will be bilingual. So we'll have Spanish language as well as English language directions. We'll tell you what to plant, where to plant, bring your trowel, and we want to see you there.
The project is phase 1 of a much larger environmental project on the grounds of the Stokely Center, which has also involved the creation of native tree and shrub islands. That's near the solar field, as well as planting of thousands of trees as part of the Trees for Every Delawarean initiative. We are going to bring back Bob Trihey now. Bob, maybe Mother's Day people want to take a walk on the beach and have a picnic on the beach. I don't know if that's the best idea this year.
Yeah, probably not. You know, if you want to do Mother's Day maybe tomorrow, that might be good if you want to do all those outdoor activities, because I think Saturday is definitely better than Sunday, Paige. Here's the beach forecast. Ocean City and Fenwick Island, lots of clouds for you. Look at how temperatures move very little. You're basically in the mid-50s all day. Waves around 3 to 5 feet. Lewis and Rehoboth, windy with temperatures into the 50s. Yeah, pretty chilly. And then Cambridge, rainy today, dry tomorrow, 62, and then Sunday, 61. And then Crisfield, we're looking at 63 on Friday with showers, dry Saturday, and showers on Sunday, and 64.
Bob, thank you so much. Now, despite all that rain, the countdown's still on to find a Mother's Day present. Luckily, no shortage of events to shop for or gifts or spending at the holiday. Coast TV Mallory Metzner shows us some of the coolest things going on this weekend.
It's Mother's Day weekend, and there are plenty of ways to celebrate the beautiful mother figures in your life. If you're still looking for gift ideas or ways to celebrate, here are some fun options on Delmarva. How about a free carriage ride in Berlin with Mom? Organizers say meet at the corner of Main and Pitt Street. You don't need a reservation. Fresh flower bouquets and sweet treats can be found at the historic Lewis Farmers Market. Fresh strawberries, desserts, and even strawberry wine can be found at the Lewis Fire Department Station 2 on Saturday. Our very own Petey the Peacock will be in attendance. Hundreds of golden retrievers will take to the sand for Dewey's Golden Jubilee. Meanwhile, watch a magic show or get your eyes screened at the Lions Club Community Day. Plus, the Dewey Business Partnerships Arts Festival promises over 50 artists, live music, and a chance to create a piece of your own. Admission is free to check out student performances, community music, kids' crafts, and more at an arts festival at Sussex Central High School. Check out this caboose next to the Lewis Public Library and the passenger station replica. Learn about plans to restore a 1913 steam engine to add it to this display. Listen to a bouquet of classical music at Groom Church, benefiting Lewis in Bloom. Mail carriers will pick up packages in return Saturday for the nationwide Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive. Just leave your donation in a bag near your mailbox. Give back to Mother Nature at a planting event at the Stokely Center in Georgetown on Saturday. Organizers say the plan is to use native flowers to create vegetated filter strips. Race for Warriors in the Cape and Lopin State Park supports wounded warriors and homeless veterans. There's a 5K and a half marathon Saturday morning, followed by a celebration with live music and vendors. Cambridge is getting crabby for Mother's Day with the half marathon and 5K crab run. Moms can go to Jolly Roger in Ocean City for free on Sunday if they bring a child. The amusement park says that includes the giant wheel at the pier, the Cyclone Kart coaster at Speed World, and a round of mini golf at 30th Street. There are Mother's Day restaurant specials. No matter what time of day you're celebrating, we've got links to these menus and more on CoastTV.com. Thompson Island, Victoria's, and the Kiwis Tiki Hut and Cove in Rehoboth Beach are offering brunch. Big Chill Beach Club and Crooked Hammock have mimosas, and Sirocco in Rehoboth Beach has a 3-course dinner. Some of the world's top tennis players are set to face off in Bethany Beach. Spectators can watch them for free during the Vacasa Pro Women's Open at Sea Colony. Matches start at 10 a.m. May 13th through the 19th with a Kids Day on the 15th. To learn more about all of these cool things to do, just check out the article on CoastTV.com.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Looking for fitness that fits your budget? Join Planet Fitness now through May 10th. Save big when you join the judgment-free zone for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. That's right. We've dropped our enrollment fee to just $1, so it's easy to start getting that big fitness energy. Never intimidated. Always free fitness training, equipment for every workout, and most clubs open 24 hours, so you can get in, get energized, and get going. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Hurry. Deal ends Friday, May 10th.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find Scrub Apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would
So they're
say-
made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would
And they
go-
say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
And
so.
they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out?
And
And the
so-
custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Make no mistake, America is being invaded. Biden's open border is flooding our cities with violent criminals and deadly drugs. Democrats put American families last, kicking our kids out of school to house illegals. The invasion must end. I'm Robin Ficker, and I approve this message. I'm running for Senate to secure the border. I'll stand with Trump, finish the wall, and deport criminal illegals to save our country.
Now on CoastTV News.
We saw the heavy rain with storms overnight, with more showers to come and cooler into the weekend. Unfortunately, some rain for Mother's Day. I'll track it on FutureCast coming up next.
Honoring those who have fallen, we have details of a new bill in Maryland that helps families of police killed in the line of duty. For many graduates this weekend, what was supposed to be a time of celebration could be canceled. This is in response to safety concerns at various campuses. And social media safety, why TikTok will now label artificial intelligence generated content that's been uploaded from other platforms.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is 6:30. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us as we continue this morning. I'm Paige Marley. Well, this half hour, we definitely need to talk more about the weather. Bob, a lot of eyes are on the weather as people prepare for graduations, for Mother's Day, but it's not getting the A+ we hoped for.
Definitely not the A+ page, probably like a C- or a D as we go into the weekend. Of course, we had the heavy rain and thunderstorms overnight. We had blinding rain between about 2 and 3 a.m. and vivid lightning as well. No warnings, and now those storms are long gone. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies right now, maybe just a few little showers around Sussex County. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and chilly and becoming breezy. And we've got a lot of clouds and showers off to the north into Pennsylvania and New Jersey as well. A little clearer to the south, but those clouds will fill in during the course of the day and keep us really chilly. We're in the mid-50s right now. These temperatures going nowhere as the winds are starting to really pick up out of the east, really gusty along the coast. So here's FutureCast. Gusty winds and the clock moves, but you can see temperatures move very little throughout the day. In fact, falling through the 50s later on in the afternoon. You definitely need that jacket out the door as you go into your Friday evening. Today's checklist, definitely need the umbrella, raincoat, heavy jacket. Don't need the sunscreen. Warm beverage, a very good idea, and you can probably leave the sunglasses at home.
Thank you. This morning, students of the Laurel School District will return to class after a bomb threat yesterday. According to the Laurel Police Department, the whole thing has been ruled a hoax or a prank. But before that was determined, students and staff were evacuated to the football field. Because it took a few hours to determine that this was in fact a hoax, all practices and after-school activities yesterday were canceled. Now, according to the district, school will be held as normal today. This is still an active investigation. We are learning more about a shooting this morning. This happened in Ellendale. Police are still searching for one suspect after 3 other people were arrested after that shooting early Wednesday morning. According to police, 20-year-old Isaiah Eunice and 2 17-year-olds have been arrested. Detectives are still looking for 21-year-old Marcus Eunice. According to police, it was around 12:30 Wednesday morning. A gray SUV pulled up to a house on South Old State Road in Ellendale. Shots were fired during an argument with people in the backyard of a home, leading to an injured woman and causing property damage. The skyline of Rehoboth Beach, it's now one step closer to changing. Progress on a hotel project that would change the look and the feel of Rehoboth Beach. The Bellhaven Hotel is a passion of the family trying to get it built. The Papa John family says the project means more to them than just some room service and some bellhops. The project is proposed to go at the corner of the Boardwalk and Rehoboth Avenue. It's above where the Candy Kitchen currently is. Coast TV's Charles Reiner shows us what's on the rise now in Rehoboth Beach.
These are the renderings for the Bellhaven Hotel, a massive 114,000 square foot project.
Well, it's a family legacy.
The hotel plans currently show a 4-story building with over 90 hotel rooms and even an underground parking garage. The Papa John family has come to the city's planning commission multiple times with the preliminary plans and have been sent back to the drawing board multiple times. But Thursday afternoon, the city's planning commission chose to let the project move forward.
Our family's pretty happy about this development. It's taken about 6 years, so it's a significant step, and we're cautiously optimistic about the hearing. So we're pleased, but we still have a big step to go.
The Papa Johns have deep ties to the Belhaven Hotel. Their family was involved with the original Belhaven Hotel all the way back in the 1930s. The Papa Johns have been working to get this new version of the hotel built since 2019. Joseph Santoro thinks it will make a great addition to the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to have a lot more people like me coming over here, that's for sure.
While there is some concern with the hotel's impact on local roadways and how it will affect local property owners expressed at the meeting, it wasn't enough to derail things. This massive proposal is now one step closer to checking into reality.
And nothing was finalized at this meeting on Thursday afternoon, but commissioners did vote to put this forward to a public hearing. The public hearing is scheduled to be sometime in early June. I'm Charles Reinert in Rehoboth Beach, CoastTV News.
Maryland Governor Wes Moore signed the Fallen Heroes legislation. Senate Bill 897 and House Bill 1064 relieve the tax liability on the death benefits of families of first responders who died in the line of duty. Corporal Glenn Hilliard's widow was present for that signing. Senator Mary Beth Croza says this was necessary to eliminate the requirements of death benefits being reported as taxable income because previously families could not use the full benefit granted to them. Some university graduations that had been scheduled for today or for the next few days are no longer happening. Several schools that have seen pro-Palestinian demonstrations are now canceling or modifying their ceremonies. That's because they have safety concerns. Today is when the University of Southern California main commencement ceremony was supposed to take place. Instead, a celebration at a museum will be in place of that graduation. And other campuses, they have just canceled graduations altogether. TikTok will now be labeling artificial intelligence-generated content uploaded from other platforms, all in the effort to avoid any misinterpretation that could come from AI. The company's decision comes amid some continued concerns over misinformation that is spreading online ahead of the November presidential election. The app said it's partnering with the Coalition for Content Provenance and Authenticity. The company also plans to join the Adobe-led Content Authenticity Initiative. We still have some more news to get to, so don't go anywhere. Coming up, Rehoboth Beach ramping up its election. We're telling you how and what you need to know about what positions are open for election in Rehoboth Beach. And Sussex Tech standing in the way of Polytech holding the Henlopen North Division title. We're showing you all the action between the two girls soccer teams. And a temporary traffic change at the Cape May Lewis Ferry. We're telling you what you may need to know ahead of your daily commute. Stay with us on CoastTV News Today.
The day of the bridge collapse, my phone just started ringing. The ship struck the bridge. The Dolly was the last ship I was on. It was a punch in the gut. Losing lives is a tragedy, but losing our livelihoods was a disaster. It was a direct hit to longshoremen because if we don't have vessels, we do not have work. Your pay just stopped overnight. We're in trouble. I saw David Trone on the news.
We got to bring these dollars home.
Yes.
And we got to make sure that union labor builds this bridge. We got to keep thinking about those that have lost wages.
That's right.
Longshoremen are small businessmen. They still got mortgages to meet, food to put on the table. So we need an effort not to let that slip through the cracks.
1000%. To have an advocate speaking loud and speaking proud is David Trone for me.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up and use hashtag #SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
A happy place comes in many colors. One that leaves you feeling refreshed.
Thank you very much, honey.
Something that gets you all fired up. Or gives you the space to chill. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy.
feels like home.
6:39 on our Friday morning. Tunnel and Razor Cam telling a story. Look at all the rain on the lens. The water's all churned up. And it's cold out there. We had the big storms earlier this morning. Those are long gone. Now we're looking at a lot of clouds. It's going to be a chilly day, a little bit of drizzle. And get ready for a chilly weekend as well. We've got more showers off to the north, and those will be swinging in during the course of the day. We've got temperatures right now in the mid-50s. They're really not going to move much today. And gusty winds out of the east. Not too nice on the golf course. We're looking at rain today. Scattered showers, overcast skies around 57 degrees. Call the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone, 443-880-9100. Sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Thank you, Bob. If you're using the Cape May Lewis Ferry today, you need to be aware of some temporary changes. The ferry says due to a maintenance issue with one of the vessels, officials are adjusting the sailing schedule. Impacted sailings include the 8:30 a.m. and the 12 p.m. from Cape May and the 10:15 a.m. and the 1:45 p.m. from Lewis. If you have reservations, expect an email or a text update. DelDOT will be closing Route 20 at Route 113 in Millsboro for a week. This closure will begin on Monday at 7 a.m. The closure is related to the North Millsboro Bypass project. That project is building a 2-lane road north of Millsboro connecting Route 113 to Route 24. The Lewis Environmental Subcommittee will be meeting to discuss improving some protections for local wetlands on Monday. This is aiming to revise the wetland buffer ordinance by suggesting adjustments to safeguard zones and buffer sizes. This is to better regulate the activities and preserve the critical ecosystems. This meeting will take place at 1 p.m.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. Polytech girls soccer was aiming to clinch the Henlopen North Division title yesterday, but Sussex Tech stood in their way. The early on penalty in the 7th minute, taken and buried by sophomore Ava Gim. Panthers up 1-0, and she was just getting started in this game. 12 minutes later, sophomore sensation Sierra Henry leads Gim, who places it in the back of the net. Her second tally of the contest, 2-0 Poly after 1. To the second, junior Addison Hink crosses in a perfectly timed volley by Henry. Her 17th goal of the season puts the Panthers up 3-0. Then from way out, Gim completes the hat trick over the reach of the keeper. Polytech defeats Sussex Tech 4-0. The Panthers play in the Henlopen title game next Saturday on DSN. Staying with girls soccer, Del Mar defeated Indian River 4-1 yesterday. Bailey Phillips led everyone in scoring with 2 goals, while Miley Smith and Lyric Campbell each scored 1 goal apiece. They improved to 9-3 on the season. To college softball, 1-seeded Wilmington University took care of business against 8-seeded St. Thomas Aquinas, 10-0 in 5 innings in the first round of the NCAA East Region 1 tournament yesterday. They will take on 4th-seeded Assumption College today at 10 a.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
We have a new look at one of the summer's big blockbusters, and the Lord of the Rings universe is growing. Rick Damigella has some more in today's Hollywood Minute.
The dawn of The Quiet Place. We have a new look at the upcoming prequel, A Quiet Place Day One, which sees Lupita Nyong'o trying to escape from New York and the clutches of super-hearing aliens. Fans will find out if she learns that silence is golden when the thriller arrives June 28th.
Come, Master. Come to speak.
The Lord of the Rings is back. Warner Brothers is set to release the first in a new batch of films based on J.R.R. Tolkien's books, this time focused on Andy Serkis's Gollum. Serkis will serve as director of the new movie, with Peter Jackson returning as producer.
I believe that I was chosen by God to get the king to change his will.
King Henry VIII's 6th wife competes for survival. Alicia Vikander plays Catherine Parr alongside Jude Law's ruler in Firebrand. This is your first look at the historical drama, which sees the Queen trying to avoid the same fate as her predecessors. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Here's what's happening today at 4 on Coast Life. Who says glasses are considered nerdy? They're not. They are especially cool, and today we are showing you the place that has the coolest and most in-style glasses. And Mother's Day is just days away. We're hearing from you about your best gift ideas and why you love Mom. All that and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
Seeing lots of clouds right now in the Tidal Health Cam in Seaford. The heavy rain and big storms are gone. Now just cooler into the weekend, and it looks like some rain for Mom on Mother's Day. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes.
The Today Show, weekdays at 7 on CoastTV.
Dive into the extraordinary this spring at Bella Terrace Garden Center. Discover rare wonders, vibrant annuals, perennials, a wide range of native plants, and lush tropicals. With over 20 years of expertise, trust us to elevate your curb appeal. Explore our website and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for insider tips, inspiration, and exclusive deals that will take your gardening to the next level. Experience the possibilities at our garden center right off Route 16 between Milton and Allendale.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Surface Solutions is a different kind of paving company. We believe that our reputation is more important than how much money we make. If we take care of our customers and ensure they have the best experience possible, financial success will find us. In our business, every job's not profitable, but we understand that going in. Your project will be done the right way no matter the outcome for us. It's all about doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. My best days are when we start with a customer and end with a new friend.
877-CALL-FIR, FHFIR.com.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH Fur's Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FIR or visit FHFIR.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
It is 6:46 on your Friday. We are going to take a live look right now at Laurel, where it's very cloudy there in Laurel. Very kind of just sad looking, Bob. And that's just how it's been feeling all morning outside.
Yeah, that's the way to put it, Paige. Yeah, kind of sad. We have a lot of low clouds. We had the thunderstorms earlier and those heavy showers between about 2 and 3:30. A good power washing from Mother Nature should keep the pollen down today for sure, along with the cool weather. But look at these rainfall totals: 6,400s in Dagsboro, Georgetown over a half an inch, 5,800s, Indian River Inlet a half an inch, Laurel 4,600s, Rehoboth 4,200s, and Lewis a little bit over a third of an inch as we saw those big storms rolling through a few hours ago. Nothing in the way of severe weather, but vivid lightning and plenty of rain for sure, as we have mostly cloudy skies in the wake of those storms. We're seeing a few showers offshore of Lewis right now. Otherwise, just lots of clouds, and the winds are picking up from the east. We've got high pressure well to the north and then low pressure to the south, and we've got the clouds over the top of us and more showers to come. You see this front with low pressure to our south and west and high pressure well to the east will pump in that cold air off the ocean and keep us pretty dreary for today. Out the door, temperatures are in the mid-50s with lots of clouds. So yeah, it is very unsettled as we're looking at winds now really cranking up along the coast, over 20 miles per hour sustained and gusting close to 30 miles per hour. And now those stronger winds spilling inland. So here's Futurecast beginning at 8 o'clock. Lots of clouds and temperatures in the low to mid-50s, gusty easterly wind. Now the clock moves to late morning, but the temperatures hardly move. We're in the mid-50s, 3 o'clock this afternoon, lower 50s along the coast. You need a heavier jacket as we're looking at those temperatures in the low 50s this evening. A few showers if you're out on your Friday evening having some dinner. It will be chilly, and by tomorrow morning we are in the 40s and low 50s. At least the sun pops out Saturday morning, and then into the afternoon I think we're looking at some lower 60s for highs, so that's better. But then the clouds quickly fill back in Saturday night. And then on Sunday for Mother's Day, unfortunately, rounds of showers coming through, looking at 50s in the morning and then 60s in the afternoon. And some of those showers could be heavy at times as we go into Sunday evening. But those easterly winds really ramping up, gusting close to 30 miles per hour as we go through today. They do slacken off a little bit into Saturday, but still that trajectory off the ocean making it feel pretty chilly. And then the next several days could be picking up maybe another ½ inch to maybe inch of rain in some places. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 57 with the showers today. And look at the overnight lows in the 40s into the weekend. 62, partly cloudy Saturday. Showers on Sunday, 61. Then we're into the 70s next week. Mostly sunny Monday. And then 74 with rain Tuesday. And it looks like that rain lingers Wednesday with low 70s.
All right, Bob, thank you. In Rehoboth Beach, the city is getting ready for its municipal election. The city wants to fill 2 board commissioner seats. The term is for 3 years, and the deadline for candidates to file a nominating petition is June 3rd. The city says nominating petitions require 10 to 25 signatures from qualified electors of the city. We have more information on ballot requirements and important dates on our website. We have more on local elections. 2 important municipal elections are taking place Saturday. In Georgetown, the polls will open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Sussex County Department of Elections. Candidates for mayor are current incumbent Bill West and Angela Townsend. Meanwhile, in South Bethany, voting there is at Town Hall from 9 to 3. For mayor candidates, they are Tim Shaw and Edith Donduro. South Bethany voters are also voting for council seat candidates. 2 important bills about artificial intelligence are making their way to the Delaware Senate. This after they were both passed by the House recently. One of those bills is House Bill 333. This creates a special group called the Delaware Artificial Intelligence Commission. This group will give advice on how to use AI across the state safely. Meanwhile, House Bill 353 would tackle the problem of deepfakes. Those are fake videos or images created online that seem very real. Both bills are now moving to the Senate for more discussion. The time is now 6:50. It's time for us to check in with our coastal pet of the day. And this coastal pet is 5-year-old Zeus, coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. A very handsome boy there. Oh, I think there's Zeus. We showed Francesca just a second ago. Zeus there is a handsome boy who loves to play and stay active. The good news is you can adopt Zeus and meet him and other adoptable pets like Francesca, who we had earlier at the Brandywine Valley SPCA. Hey, don't forget, registration's open at the Critter Camp at the SPCA. That'll have yoga with puppies, infant kitten care, and more. And as always, we want to see all of your pets on Delmarva, so send us photos, tell us what makes them special. Scan that QR code that's above and to the right of Zeus's head. Then that way you can send some photos to us and watch weekdays from 5 to 7 to see the pets we feature.
We're seeing a churned up Atlantic Ocean right now in the Boardwalk Plaza Camp. Wow, look at all the whitecaps out there. Not a great beach day. 55 in Rehoboth. The winds are howling. It's going to be a raw day as we're looking at some showers today. A little better Saturday and some showers for Mama on Sunday. So kind of unsettled the next few days. Your 10-day forecast coming up.
I think my wife was murdered.
A mother dead in her home while the smallest witness looks for help.
Heartless.
I wasn't letting this one go.
Who could pull the trigger?
Are you kidding me?
An all-new Dateline tonight.
It's my birthday!
Your host, Maya Rudolph. With musical guest, Vampire Weekend.
Now where the hell is my martini?
When I decided to have my kitchen done, I knew I wanted it done professionally, and that's when I contacted Ellen. She took me to the Delmarva Design Center.
From the moment I bring a customer into Delmarva Design Center, the ideas start to flow. First thing we do is take a stroll around the showroom so we can look at all the different to get ideas of what they like and see what they react to.
For each of the different aspects that I wanted to change in my kitchen, there were experts here, and everyone was so helpful. They listened to what I had to say, and they had great ideas that helped me put together exactly what I wanted for my kitchen.
My goal is to have the customer enjoy their space as quickly as possible, and Delmarva Design Center helps me do that.
My kitchen is one of my favorite places now. It's something that I use every single day of my life. I'm elated with my experience at the Delmarva Design Center.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Social Security and Medicare aren't just handed to us.
We've earned them. Hour by hour. Day by day.
Paycheck by paycheck.
They aren't plans. They're a promise. Made to every American. Every American. And we're not gonna let anyone break it.
Break it.
Break it.
Neither will I.
And you can consider that a promise too. David Trone will stand up to Republicans looking to strip the safety net seniors depend on. And there's no backing down.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Bright yellow dandelions, a clear signal that the time for prevention is now, for crabgrass and clover are soon to follow. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for over 30 years. They don't mow it, they grow it. Hillside certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
It's now 6:54. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. Governor Wes Moore signed the Fallen Heroes legislation. Senate Bill 897 and House Bill 1064 relieve the tax liability on death benefits of families of first responders who died in the line of duty. Corporal Glenn Hilliard's widow was present for that signing. Senator Mary Beth Croza says it was necessary to eliminate the requirements of death benefits being reported as taxable income, because previously families could not use the full benefit granted to them. Some university graduations that were scheduled for today or the next few days are no longer happening. Several schools that have seen pro-Palestinian demonstrators are canceling or modifying their ceremonies. This is because of safety concerns. Today is when the University of Southern California main commencement ceremony was supposed to take place, but instead a celebration at LA's Memorial Causoleum last night is USC's idea for a graduation replacement. And Columbia University, they saying its main ceremony has been scheduled for Wednesday, is now canceled. The proposed Bellhaven Hotel in Rehoboth Beach has been talked about for years. Both the developer and the city's planning commission went head-to-head Thursday on the new addition. The hotel is massive with over 114,000 square feet, 92 rooms, 4 stories, and an underground parking garage, and it would go on Rehoboth Avenue above the current Candy Kitchen. Nothing has been decided just yet, but there is a public hearing expected to be scheduled sometime next month. Well, it is also prom season for students across our nation, and one school district in Jersey hosted its annual Celebration Prom. The prom made its debut more than a decade ago, and it gives students with special needs their own prom night to enjoy festivities. One of the teachers in the district says roughly 100 students were expected to attend. Parents and others involved say one of the highlights of the night is the group photo. Looks like a lot of fun, a lot of dancing happening there. Okay, it is now 6:56. It's time for a quick look at your forecast. Before you head out your door, we're going to bring back in Bob. Bob, what are we looking at today?
Yeah, we're looking at clouds and drizzle. You know, we had the big storms last night, Paige. Those are now gone, but we're looking at clouds and drizzle and kind of a raw day. Here's your planner for today, looking at a lot of clouds, hit and miss showers from time to time, and a raw east-northeasterly wind, feeling colder than that 54, more like 40s. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. 57 today, and for the weekend, kind of 50-50. 62 on Saturday with sunshine. Cold at night in the 40s. Mother's Day, kind of wet, 61. We're warming into the 70s next week. Mostly sunny Monday, then rain Tuesday and Wednesday. And it looks a little rainy again by next weekend.
As we'll get our umbrellas ready, Bob. Thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today. Don't forget today's show is coming up next. That's at 7. And we'll be back with Coast TV Midday at 11. For more news and coverage you can count on, download the Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great morning and a great weekend, everyone.